Hey again, me again, Alicia here, and I am doing another round of editing on Clusterfunkery, the musical game show mini games. Woohoo! Yeah, okay, so this is the really spoilery one. So if you haven't already watched that, go watch that now and then come back and watch how we edit that. Unless you don't mind spoilers, in which case, welcome. Hey, join the club. Usually I don't mind spoilers, so that's a fun fact. But yeah, so just make sure that you either have watched it already or don't mind spoilers. We are back at the drawing board for another Learn With Me. Today it's focused on going through and editing different cuts and trying to make sure we don't have any jump cuts, which I had to actually research on my own as well, because I've always kind of heard jump cuts and cuts used kind of interchangeably, and they are apparently not cuts, because I'm always watching TV shows and movies and game shows and stuff like that, and they will naturally go from one shot to the next, and they don't have a fade there or anything like that. So I'm always like, why is the if that's a jump cut, why is it so bad? It's pretty seamless as long as the audio doesn't get interrupted, which it usually doesn't. That's apparently just called a cut. So that was a fun fact on my end, as to know that a jump cut is bad because it's when you have a shot that's like this and another shot that's extremely similar to that, but maybe the thing is slightly zoomed in and there's a plant put here, and you just cut between the two with no transition at all. So yeah, we're gonna try to avoid those, but I'm adding in cuts today to make sure we have a pretty seamless flow. I already kind of got a head start with forgetting to set up the camera, so here's what I've got so far. Hello friends, and welcome to Clusterfunkery, the musical game of mini games. I'm your host, Alicia. Let's get to know our contestants. And then cut to wide angle, cut to contestant angle, and cut to Molly.
I am in a band called Molly's Midnight Villains here in Louisville, and I'm an artist. I do weird graphic art. My art business is called Stone Fans Curiosities. Look it up. And I'm ready to destroy my
The next couple episodes will probably have far fewer cuts because we didn't do a walk-in.
Hi, I'm Sherry Wright, and I'm in the band Antimatter, spelled like the matter Auntie.
So yeah, it's coming together much more seamlessly and looks very smooth and professionally done. But I'm not a professional. I do not get paid. Give me money.
If that sounds good. We're really back here. This is all going in. Nothing's getting edited out. See, I didn't say anything.
And so far, nothing has been cut. I have lived up to my word on that. Well, some useless stuff has been cut. Now, I'll go over how I got these individual shots in a minute because it's just taken from the contestant angle. Only I maneuvered my margins to zoom in on them. It doesn't look the best, but it fits better, I think. You kind of lose you get a little bit more grain in that shot, but I mean, I think it looks fine. Considering this is just a for fun project, I think it works anyway, so. There's that. Alright. So, and then back over here, cut to the contestant cam, and it's a pretty seamless transition because the audio all matches, it lines up. I'm going to add some music later on for that. to make it a little less boring there. And then I might edit that a bit, but I think it's fine.
We get to start the fire at 145 BPM.
This is episode 1 anyway, it's not going to be perfect.
We had Dirty Little Secrets at number 2.
So that's how I did that. And then here I'll go in and like switch between contestant cam and wide angle. I didn't like my close-up for this in particular, but we'll use my close-up later on in the episode. And that kind of catches you up with where I've been so far. I'm here now.
Like I said, sometimes the guesswork is actually the better part. 'Cause you listen
Where we did that. And now I'm coming in here because I'm starting a new segment.
This segment is a segment that I like to call "What the Funk Is That?" Because I'm going to show you a picture of an instrument that's a bit obscure. And
Now,
you're going to have to write down
I think I might zoom in on me a little.
what it is.
Although the camera's kind of going a little stir crazy on
You're going
that.
to have 2 tries. One without a hint and one with a hint. So first,
So I'm going to cut it about right here. That way. I'm going to make sure none of them are highlighted. That way it'll cut all 3 of them in the same spot without me messing anything up. I'm going to come over here and disable these so that way there's no chance of using them by accident. Now I'm going to disable that one. So that way it'll go straight to my, I think I'm going to use a wide shot here. I think I'm going to go here and do a wide shot. I like that. I like using the wide shot there, so I think I'm going to keep that.
No offense.
And then again, I'll probably go in and just kind of
you can come up with whatever guess you want to come up with. You can give it a random name if you want. This is partly the fun part of this part of the segment. You can just name something. The hint
starts with the shape of its base.
is it starts with the shape of its base.
I just said that.
Yes, I made the hint.
I jumped the gun, but which me did that? Okay, this is not editing part here, but I don't know what angles I'm going to go with here for this segment. I know I'm going to need to add music, and I'll jazzy snazzy it up a bit on these. I'm going to skip to the next segment so I can kind of get to the meat of it and put my change up.
Visual there. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Roll your soundbite.
Okay, so
Soundbite for you all.
oh,
This next segment
So that's where I want to cut there and enable this one here instead. Disable that one, so it'll go where'd my audio go? There, I see. Did it do it here as well? It sure did. Okay. I have to have these enabled. Got it. Actually, tell you what, maybe since I have it all sequenced, I can do this. I'm not even using the audio track up here. So I can separate that one in a minute. But I learned doing this and when editing a music video that I can just separate the audio tracks, and then if I disable video, maybe it doesn't disable the audio. So let's see if that works. We're gonna try it and find out. And worst case scenario, I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna first see, because I know my luck. Let's see. Timeline. Okay, so it's not gonna let me do it all as one, because I need that button. So what I need to do is go here to each individual piece here and disable. That works. Okay, great. So I can do that for all of these, is just, I don't necessarily need to do it there, but I'm going to do it here. Is unlink. And disable. There we go. Now my audio is not actually affected by when I disable a clip, which will make the audio seem more smooth as well. At least I'm thinking that's how that works. Should be anyway, I would think. And then I'll come up here and, I mean, I don't even need to do it to that one, but for this one I'll do it here. Unlink. Enable the audio track. Have that audio track going to be a layer to add to the effect there. Okay, and now coming up here, because I'm not even going to use the audio tracks for these, so I'm just going to come in here and disable all the audio for the top track, because it just gets distracting. Think, because I should have done that at the beginning. So learn from my mistakes, and I'll learn from them for the future, is to unlink after sequencing, unlink everything, and then you don't have to rely on you don't have to go, where did my sound go? Alright, great, awesome sauce there, that's good. So now, I think that works. And again, I'm gonna go save this because I know my luck. This is a great computer, but I do know my luck with said computers.
Alright, this next segment is a segment that I
I'm gonna
like.
try this and see how this goes because I'm not digging. Oh, I'm doing that. I need to do this one. This layer. See how I just grab at the margin here where the little dots or squares are, whichever it looks like at the moment. And go here. Let's see how that looks.
Alright, this next segment is a
It looks so washed out because I forgot to wear makeup. But that's okay. I'm a ghosty.
because I'm going to show you a picture.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
And you're going to have to write down on the boards what you think it is. You're going to have two tries. One is another is a limited.
Back to our wide shot.
Thank you, sweetboy.com
I'll go back there later and figure out what angles I want to use. You don't need to be there for that. That's just kind of a subjective thing of what do you want to do, what do you not want to do, don't know, don't care, that's up to you. How about it
I gave you all a bit of a freebie on that one because I did not know.
though? I need to go here and enable that. No, apparently I did not remember to unlink. So, gotta do that. And disable there. Haha! All good. So now, that's why the audio sounded a little bit off there, is I didn't have both audio tracks
I
going.
gave you all a bit of a freebie on that one because I did not know. Okay, next. But this one is Smile and Wave. I'm going to play
Okay, so here's where I'm going to do it again. Just go zooming in. Rule of thirdsing it as best as I can. That's good enough.
I gave you all a bit of a freebie on that one because I did not know. Okay, next. But this one is Smile and Wave. I'm going to play soundbite for you all.
Words are
And
hard.
I'm going to play
Blue screen.
Words are hard.
Because I didn't plan ahead on how much this actually required for audio and visual purposes. It's also a bit why the lighting is off there because I wasn't able to use the fluorescence. Otherwise, the candidates were not able to actually see. They were not actually able to see the projector screen on there to know what they were supposed to be viewing or anything like that because we tried to use the fluorescence to get better lighting and therefore better quality, but it was not happening and they couldn't read it. And I'm like, well, we can sacrifice the quality of video so that way our players have a more fun experience. I was happy with the results. I'm fine with it. I think everyone's going to be fine.
And you all, on morals, what do you think the sound bite
Where do we want
would
cut?
look in a sound bite? So typically any kind of percussion is gonna have a long and then a short. Something like that.
I should have done a better job at showing the camera, but you can barely see it.
Hopefully going to be where the spike happens, so it could look like that in some regard. If you want to get fancy with it, you can also just like go wild and make it as crazy looking as you want. I found some really cool sounds in some ways, but kind of like playing around with the line. And everybody sings
Yeah, y'all get my derpy moments. I'm not editing that out. I am a derp. Alright, we'll cut it there. And go here and enable this one. Disabling me. I think I'm gonna focus on the contestant cam on this one because we've been focusing a lot on wide angle. And eventually. Can you even hear that? I definitely need to like put the sound effects in manually for you all to hear that. It's okay.
Your way will go like this. You're correct.
Okay, so this one I actually have a pretty good idea of like, okay, I'll cut to wide angle to actually show this, and then it will pop to wide, and bam, there we go. And you all can actually see that on the screen. It's pretty good. And then we'll go back to contestant cam. Enable.
Alright, so you definitely got very close to seven, which is almost spot on, really. Yours was,
It was more like that.
okay, you're going for the kind where it's tracking more so than, okay,
But I'd say hers was close.
gotcha. And yours was
Yeah,
circular, but
shorter
not quite there.
time period.
Gotcha, so, but close but not quite there. Alright, next sound bite.
We eventually get to where it's where we show you all. That's okay.
I will play that one more time.
sound effects in and also music to heighten this up. But for right now, I think that's a good stopping point for this particular video because you can see how all I'm really doing is just adjusting various camera angles by doing the drag and drop. So that means very simple work. So yeah, hopefully you all learned something. I know I did tonight and got even further on the project. Go watch Clusterfunkery. Oh, and come to shows and follow me on Facebook, Insta, TikTok, subscribe. Yeah, hit the subscribe button down on the bottom screen somewhere in this area here. I don't know where it's at on your screen, but it's somewhere here. Go push that button. Love y'all.